There's one team at this World Cup that nobody seems to be talking about, and honestly, that should worry everyone because they are playing remarkably well right now.
I think I know where you're going with this. Every World Cup has that one team that comes out of nowhere and shocks the football world.
Exactly. Before the tournament starts, everyone talks about Brazil, Argentina, France, England, the usual favorites. It is always interesting to see how the predictions shift once the games actually begin.
And while everyone is busy watching those teams, somebody else quietly starts picking up points, consistently moving forward in the standings when no one else is looking.
Right. Think about Morocco in 2022. Most people didn't expect them to reach the semifinals. Yet they ended up making history and changed the perspective of so many people watching the tournament around the world.
And that's why I love the World Cup. Form, rankings, and big names don't always tell the full story because there is so much magic in the game.
A team only needs confidence, momentum, and one big result. Suddenly, they're no longer outsiders. This shift changes the entire dynamic for everyone involved in the process.
The scary thing is that some of these so-called smaller teams have players competing in Europe's biggest leagues every week, which really changes the entire dynamic of the game.
Exactly. The gap between the giants and the underdogs isn't as big as people think anymore. It really comes down to the strategy they choose to implement.
So let me ask you, if you had to choose one dark horse right now, who would it be? I am genuinely curious to hear your expert perspective on this.
I'm not giving my answer yet because I want to hear from the fans first. It is important to consider all the feedback before making any final decisions.
Of course you're not. It is important to remember that we are all navigating these complex challenges together, and there is always room for growth and understanding.
So here's the challenge. Don't say Brazil. Don't say Argentina. Don't say France or England. I think that covers the main ones, but you have to be very careful with your next answer.
Fair enough. I think that is a reasonable approach to take moving forward, and I am glad we could come to an agreement on this matter today.
And if they end up making a deep run in the tournament, you'll be able to come back here and say you called it before everyone else.
Now that's a prediction worth making, and I think it is important to consider how these data trends might actually impact our projections for the next quarter ahead.
Fair enough. I appreciate you sharing those insights with me, and I think we have a solid plan moving forward to address the challenges we discussed today.
Drop your dark horse in the comments and let's see who has the best football knowledge. It is always interesting to hear what everyone thinks about the upcoming games. Hit that red button below to get more football updates from me and my colleague at footyx.com so you never miss out on the latest analysis.